Hello, and welcome to The Worm Show, the Halloween edition. Today is October 31st, and although it's unlikely that this video will be posted anytime soon, I thought I would shoot a Halloween special nonetheless. Because not only is it Halloween, which is super fun, but it is super warm out here. Here in Ottawa, it is a balmy 20-something degrees, which is pretty crazy considering that tomorrow is November 1st. Here we are. This is the apocalypse. Anyhow, as I said, this is the Halloween edition, and here we have some fun items that I figured I would offer the worms as a treat. I'm not sure that they would give me any tricks. So far, actually, though, I may have had some tricks because some of their poop was falling off the edge here and onto my kitchen floor. So maybe there is a trick there, maybe. So I'm going to give them some treats. I have, as you can see, I have some dragon fruit here. Of course, I've got some pumpkin, which comes from our pumpkin friend over here, which is very fun and was carved by our neighbors and friends of the show, Monique and Caitlin. And Billy, of course. Oh, sweet Billy. We have apples. I have, in lieu of candy, I have some organic chewy bites, which have gone out of date. And so I'm going to give these to them. And I have a few other things, so we shall proceed. Now, if you've been watching, you know that I fed these friends recently. I fed them only a few days ago, and I'm happy to say that they seem to be very, very happy. I did have a look in. You can see that they're starting to really mound the castings there. So they are up and about with all of the additions that I made last time. And I hadn't thought last time around the fact that it was Halloween coming up, so I added all this new bedding and did all this stuff, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I mean, is this a good idea? But you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for, I'm sure, the benefit of the beasties. I'm sure this will be good for them, and I'm sure they will enjoy these treats. But I can't lie. I'm also doing this for the video. Why not? Okay, so I think as I remember correctly, I fed the entire top of the box of life. So all of this has been recently fed. Like, there's a whole bunch there. There's a bunch of food there that maybe has not been touched. I guess I should probably not whack that on the... Oh, hello. Should probably not whack the box like that, should I? No, I shouldn't. Okay, so I'm just going to go for broke here. I'm going to make a little bit of a space in the middle, as much as I can. I'm going to put this bedding to the side as much as I can, because I'm going to come back in and I'm going to feed this center. Okay, so it is Halloween. I don't know when this video will be posted. Probably sometime. I don't know. Right now, I'm guessing if I start getting onto the posting of this, as I'm shooting this, I still haven't actually posted any of the videos. Yeah, I think that if I do start posting, then hopefully this will be posted by the end of the year, which is coming up. Okay, so here we have our pumpkin. Now, I think probably what I'll do, because I do have quite a bit of food, and I mean, let's be honest, I have a tendency of going a little bit overboard, because I like to be prepared, and I like to make extra, and, that's been a long-term kind of, like, tendency. So I think probably what I'll do is, even though I've prepared well here and I've got a ton of supplies, I may just not necessarily add it all, because it does feel, as I'm like as I've pulled all this stuff together, it does feel like it's a bit of excess. So there, get a taste of pumpkin. Okay, all right, and pumpkin juices apparently. Let's do the dragon fruit. I got this dragon fruit at Herb and Spice the other day because I was really tempted. I was like, oh yeah, let's see. And yeah, not very good. Now this has been frozen, so it looks a bit different, but unfortunately it didn't turn out to be very tasty. In fact, it actually barely had any taste whatsoever. So am I cheating my Wormy friends? I'm not sure. But I love the color, and I thought it would be fun to add dragon fruit for Halloween. Right, okay. Apple. Lots of apple around this time of year. So we'll add some of this, some nice organic Fuji apples that I got also from Herb and Spice. Don't always get organic, but I will if I can. Yeah. You know, I mean, this is a good example. Like, I mean, I made a whole bunch of apple. Like, do I really want to feed them all of that? Probably not. I don't want to overfeed them. I don't want this thing to start having any smell. It's late in the season, but I suppose it's still possible that that there could be fruit flies. It's possible. Okay, so then the next thing I wanted to add is raisins. Yes, raisins are a perennial favorite at this time of year. I chop them up for my wormy friends. I was never really all that impressed though when I got raisins when I was a kid in Halloween. They would always be raisins and those weird toffee candy kisses were always the last things in my Halloween bag, that's for sure. Alright, oh yeah, we almost forgot. No, I'm not gonna forget the candy. Can't say I'm a huge fan of candy personally. I've got some Jolly Ranchers that have been in my cupboard for the better part of 2-3 years. Alright, so we're going to add in some of these. These were actually really tasty. But they have gone out of date, and I decided, you know what? Let's treat the wormies. No sugar. Not adding anything that actually has processed sugar. Anything that I'm adding is just natural sweeteners. For the fun of it, we're gonna add some hemp hearts, which I got recently. I haven't really been using these too much. Just sprinkle some on. But I'm pretty sure they're good for me. Also, very good, chia seeds. None of these packages show any form of sponsorship, I must add. Alright, so that, okay. I'm just making this up as I go, I swear. I mean, I did prepare, but, you know. Okay, and then I actually have some tea. I know that my worm friends love tea. It's actually really windy here, so I'm realizing that this actually kind of flying around, actually, not just into the... Okay. And I did make some coffee the other day, so I'm going to put some coffee grounds in here too. Because I have a feeling, from my own observation, I suspect that our worm friends really like their caffeine. And then one more treat for these folks. Sugared, sugarless, non-sugared, unsugared, unsweetened chocolate chips. There we go. This one's still in there. There we go. Yeah. What? Oh, Yorick, I knew him well. That's about it. Alright. Yeah. And then, last but not least, we've got some Halloween bedding. There we go. All right. Yeah. Cool. So, we shall see what our wormies think of their Halloween treats. I hope they will be satisfied. I hope they'll get a kick out of it. I certainly got a kick out of putting this all together. Ooh. Pardon the camera jag. I'm trying to do this actually with a new tripod, because just as I was setting up to film, I broke the other tripod that I had. Not ideal. Anyhow, that's what you get for buying secondhand Amazon goods off of Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm making a mess, and I'd rather not. Hello. Here's more. This is more like Yorick, isn't it? We're a bit close now, aren't we? Yes, here we go. Alrighty then. Thank you very much for joining me. Happy Halloween. I have a feeling that by the time I shoot the next video, the temperature will have dropped significantly. I also have a very distinct feeling that this will be the last time I shoot outside for this year. I can't imagine hauling this thing out again, given that it is bloody cold. Other than today, it is not going to be warm enough for these happy wormies to be out here. Yes, I'm going to cover this all up, obviously. And then we'll put the blanket down. It's a bit full, bit full, but let's see how it fits. Oh yeah, that is really full. Okay, well, that's fine. I feel like that should be okay. Righto? Whoop. There we go. So, happy Halloween, folks. And from all of us at the Worm Show, thanks for watching. If we've earned your subscription at this point, please subscribe. Comment and share and do all that nice stuff. Liking is a huge boon for us as well. And we'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.